Alright, I wanted to get on here and do another video. Really want to keep this up. And just anytime I have thoughts, sayings, things like that, I put them on paper. I want to get on here. I want to make a video. Hopefully it'll mean something to somebody. That's just the main reason why I like doing this so much. So right now I want to talk about approval. A lot of times kids grow up trying to seek approval. Say you have a child that is, or a teenager, let's say a teenager trying to seek the approval of a parent who has been in and out of jail, who is dealing with addiction, things of that sort. It's really hard to gain the approval of someone who is living a life that is completely wrecked. Their life is completely wrecked, but yet you have a child trying to seek that person's approval. And I don't want to say it's a lost cause, but at the same time, it's approval that sometimes you seek, and love at the same time. And in the end, in a lot of cases, it's that person who should be seeking your approval due to the life that they're living. They should be the ones reaching out to you, but based on who they are in your life, it's you that seek their approval. And in the end, you can find yourself getting hurt because you're seeking after that person's approval, and that person's not paying attention to you. That person has their own agenda, their own life, things that they're wanting to do, things that are possibly getting themselves into trouble. They're getting themselves into trouble, and they're not able to focus on you because they're so caught up with their own life. So I just have some things that I wrote down that I want to talk about real quick. Look for the approval of those who are really close to you, those who might impact your life in a positive way. If you have somebody that means a lot to you, someone who's impacted your life in a positive way, then it's fair to say that you would want that person's approval, that you would want that person's seal of approval, I guess you could say. Those are people that you admire, people that have had a good positive impact on your life. So always seek the approval of those types of individuals, but understand this: just because a person is in your life now doesn't mean they're always going to be. But if you're going to seek approval, seek the approval of somebody that has a positive influence on you. If you look for the approval of those who have a wrecked life, this will drag you down because they can have a negative impact on your life by the way they choose to live themselves. You can be swayed into things you wouldn't normally do, or ultimately be let down when you find that your efforts have gone unnoticed. So a lot of times you're trying to seek approval from somebody, and in the end, it's like it was all for nothing. That's how we see it a lot of times. You try to gain love and respect from somebody, and then in the end, you end up saying to yourself, why was I doing that? This person could care less whether I live or die. So again, seek approval from your family, from those who matter the most, and you won't be let down in the end. Seek God's approval, not the approval of man. Individuals come and go, but having God's seal of approval, that is eternal. That's what we're here for in the first place, is to seek God's approval, because like I said, people, they come and go. And you're going to have individuals that will stick around throughout your entire life. You're going to have people come into your life and you think that they're going to be there forever, but they're not. So we're here to not be people pleasers, but here to please God. That is the purpose of why we're here. That is the purpose of life. is to please God and not people. Don't live to be a people pleaser. Be a help, but don't be used or manipulated. Your time is valuable. A sweet spirit draws others of the same spirit, but is very attractive to individuals who will put you in possible bad situations, such as married individuals, individuals who are unhappy. I've dealt with this in my past. Just trying to be a nice guy, a helpful guy. You attract all different types. People of the same spirit, and then people who are just, they're attracted to that. They're attracted to it because they're not used to it. The nice guy, the nice person, the guy always looking to help, the woman always looking to help, the girl or guy always being helpful. People are attracted to that. So with that being said, watch yourself, because that can bring individuals into your life, into your presence, into your everyday life, your work life. You don't need people that you don't need there in that way. They're going to try to get close to you because they're attracted to the person that you are, and one thing leads to another. Be careful, because that can trip you up. I've dealt with that many times in my past. Married women, you know, I've dealt with that. Those who know me know I've dealt with that. Have integrity. And integrity simply means to do what is right when no one is watching. Always remember God is watching you, you know. We all know what karma is, and karma comes around a lot of times when you least expect it. But if you do wrong enough in life, it always comes around to you. It always catches up to you. So keep that in mind. Not having time is a myth. I saw this on Facebook, I believe it was. Not having time is a myth. People always make time for what's truly important to them. And that's so true. The things that you care about the most are the things you're going to put your time and your efforts and your energy into. And that's just the truth. 24 hours in a day is enough. That's the same amount of time every successful person has. So those who have been a success have been successful because they have properly been able to manage their time. So that's something we all need to learn to do as well. Always believe in yourself. Don't look toward others to be your motivation. Learn self-motivation. Always encourage yourself. Always get up and have your feet touch the floor with the right attitude. Because it's the right attitude from that moment that's going to carry you throughout the remainder of your day. So it means everything to wake up with the right attitude, so that you're prepared for it. Work only gets accomplished by doing the work. Anything that you look at, a bridge, just whatever it is, a piece of sculpture, a statue, the only reason that was accomplished is because the work was put in. So we as individuals need to learn to put forth the work that it takes, the work that's necessary to achieve whatever it is we're looking to achieve. So I hope I've said a few things that might help some people out. Said a few things you can write down, you can think about later. I like doing these videos. It's good for me, keeps me sharp. I like to go back and watch my videos. In the future, I like going back and watching because, it keeps me fresh on everything that I've said. And, not just preaching to everybody that might listen, preaching to myself too. I'm not perfect, but hope I've said something that's been helpful. You guys take it easy.